The biggest challenge facing leaders is to have courage to say what needs to be done. This is a tough time for the country, particularly financially, and some really difficult choices have to be made. And some leaders are going to have to sacrifice their political careers in order to get something done. If they're not willing to do that, the whole country will suffer. I think that politics is really at a really crucial juncture, because most young people actually don't bother with politics anymore. They think it's irrelevant to what they need to do, because it's mostly about people keeping their careers or adhering to some ideology at the expense of lots of other people. So today, I think there's a need to examine whether politics is in fact a vehicle for change. When I was growing up, it was. We wanted to change the system. Today, kids just get on the internet and go around the system and are doing things from revitalizing education in the inner cities to changing environmental behavior all over the country, all over the world, creating jobs in all parts of the underdeveloped world. And they don't do that with government. They do that in spite of government. So I think all schools like Luskin need to talk about what are alternatives when government's broken. Is it worth fixing government? I think that's a very debatable question. I think government is usually a follower, not a leader. The problem for government today is A, they're stuck in a bad place, and B, the world is accelerating so much faster because of the internet and because of the international use of the internet, where people connect with each other far faster than anything can get done in Washington. So the gap between what's happening in Washington and what their views are and the way the rest of the world thinks is probably the largest I've ever seen it. Do I think this is fixable? Everything is fixable in human evolution and in a free system. I think there are going to be a lot more leaders in the future. We define leaders as people who we see on television all the time. Today's leaders never get on television. They just quietly go about doing their business and changing things. And I think we'll see that as a model much more frequently in the future.